What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Vikings franchise gameplay. Our Minnesota Vikings are coming off of an amazing win where they just completely dominated the Baltimore Ravens, beating them 59-6. That game was all led by, well, the defense scoring touchdowns and this man Justin Jefferson, who has 6 touchdowns in the game, well over 300 yards, 306 to be exact. Go ahead and check out the NFL records. And yes, Justin Jefferson has already etched his name into history, has the most receiving touchdowns in a single game, beating Bradshaw's by 1 touchdown. B. Bradshaw for the Cardinals in 1950. If you know what the B stands for, write that down in the comment section below. And he just barely, by 3 yards, man, just 3 yards, missed getting his name on the list for receiving yards in the game. So what? Tyreek Hill had 309. That was the cutoff, and he literally missed it by three. By three. But anyways, in this Week 17 matchup, we're getting ready to match up against the Cleveland Doo-Doo Browns, who are not doo-doo in Madden. They are not doo-doo this year in Madden, or in the CFM, I should say. The Browns are basically the Minnesota Vikings of the AFC, if that makes sense. To kind of explain that a little bit better, you know how I have a problem beating the Buccaneers? This guy has a problem beating the Dolphins. So last year, both teams ended up making it to the NFC conference game and lost to both the Buccaneers and the Dolphins. And like I mentioned before, the Dolphins went on to win that game. So this is going to be a pretty good matchup. It's basically like a matchup of teams that are like mirror images of each other. You know, the Browns have Nick Chubb that they like to rely on. The Vikings, we have Dalvin Cook that we rely on. Browns have Odell Beckham. Technically, we have Adam Thielen, who's our go-to guy, but you know we like to lean a little bit more on Justin Jefferson. But they also have a second receiver that they lean on in Jarvis Landry. So it's going to be a good matchup here, man. Really excited getting ready to match up against this Brown user. Just this kind of see like edge to see like how good my team really could be. So anyways, here we are, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line after an amazing kickoff return. Kirk Cousins is going to connect with Dalvin Cook across the middle, and he's able to pick up a huge gain across the 50 to the opposite 49-yard line, breaking ankles on the way. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Kirk Cousins is going to drop back to throw again, and like I said, Dalvin Cook is our go-to guy. I'm expecting a heavy dose of Nick Chubb from the Browns. You're going to get a heavy dose of Dalvin Cook from us. He's our go-to guy. He's our horse that we have to ride through the regular season into the playoffs. 2nd and 4, we're going with the jet sweep to Justin Jefferson, seeing if he can get anything going. And Justin Jefferson we're still trying to get him what I say, the third position in receiving, like get him number 3 in the league in receiving touchdowns. He is just one receiving touchdown away. He's tied currently right now for 3rd place, but they have him positioned in 4th. He just needs one more receiving touchdown, and it's game over. He's there. 1st and goal down inside the 10-yard line. We're going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, who's able to pick up a gain of about 3 yards. Gives us a 2nd-and-goal from the 6-yard line. Alexander Madison in there to spell Dalvin Cook because we have been using him a lot. Kirk Cousins ends up finding a wide open Tajay Sharp in the back of the end zone for the first touchdown of the day. So, I mean, like I said in the Ravens one, you know I'm trying to give a heavy dose of Justin Jefferson. But Tajay Sharp was wide open. I can't disrespect my man Tajay Sharp like that. When he's open, I gotta hit him. I got to. First Browns possession, they're going to start off with their handoffs to Nick Chubb. Like I said, they're going to give us a heavy dosage of Nick Chubb. Picks up 10 yards on his first carry there. 1st and 10, they're going to hand the ball right back off to Nick Chubb, and it worked almost as well as it did last time they handed it off to him. He picks up a gain of 9 yards up to the 39-yard line. Baker Mayfield back in the shotgun. Kareem Hunt to his left. He's going to play action to Kareem. Drop back to throw. Has a wide open Odell Beckham, and thank goodness Harrison Smith was there to break that pass up because that looked like it was dangerous. 3rd and goal, they're going to hand the ball to their workhorse, Nick Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down up to the 49-yard line, keeping this drive alive for the Browns. 1st and 10, Baker Mayfield setting up the screen to Kareem Hunt. And, man, I like that play. He got me. And he really got me. Kareem Hunt breaks to the sideline. Hughes able to knock him out at the 6-yard line. That was a good play. I'll give him that. That was a very good play. Baker Mayfield down here throwing at the 6-yard line. I thought it was a horrible decision, but maybe it was the right decision. Ends up finding a receiver on the slant route. I think that was Landry. Can't really tell. He's changed a lot of numbers also. But ended up finding Landry. We'll just call him Landry in the back of the end zone. And the Browns answer the Vikings opening drive with a touchdown. Here we are trying to set up a screen of our own. It's like, hey, if he can do it, we can do it too. And ours doesn't work out that well. Dalvin Cook's only able to pick up a gain of 1 yard. End up subbing in Alexander Madison. We are still trying to work with that because you saw we got the message about resting. I'm trying to have Dalvin Cook at his best, so we're not going to overuse him. We're going to sub Alexander Madison in there from time to time. 3rd and 4 after Kirk Cousins couldn't find anybody to throw the ball to and almost got sacked by Myles Garrett. We're just going to go ahead and settle for a punt and see if our defense can do something to stop the Browns. Oh my God, look at that hit stick. 1st and 10, next Browns possession. Oh ho ho ho! And we're starting to hone in on Nick Chubb. Harrison Smith came up and popped him in the hole. There should have been a fumble. After the Wildcat picks up the 1st down with Nick Chubb. Baker Mayfield back to throw again, looking for Odell Beckham again, and that's a huge mismatch. We have a freaking linebacker on Odell Beckham. He's going to win that matchup every single time, and Baker Mayfield ends up taking advantage of it. And next thing you know, we're down 14-7. See what we can get done. Going. Let's see what we can do here on this next possession here. Last possession, we probably went where we probably took a page out of the Browns playbook there. Should have just stuck to what the Vikings do best. We don't run screens on the first play. I just got really jealous because I seen that screen work for him. I was like, let me see if I can get something going myself. Anyways, here we are on 2nd and 10. We're going to run the ball with Alexander Madison. Gets us to a 3rd and manageable situation. Kirk Cousins back to throw. Ends up finding Justin Jefferson on the drag route. Keeping this drive alive. Gets the gain all the way up to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Alexander Madison in the backfield still. We're going to hand the ball off to him, and he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Ends up losing a yard. Back to the 43-yard line. Kirk Cousins is going to drop back to throw here on 2nd and 11. Rolling out to his right and has a wide open Adam Thielen and Kirk Cousins completely whiffs on that pass. 3rd and 11, needing a big play here. Kirk Cousins goes to his big tight end, Kyle Rudolph. Nothing else was open, and I didn't really want to throw the ball away. I guess we just added more yards onto that punt, so it is what it is. End up pinning the Browns down inside the 20 at the 11-yard line. Baker Mayfield with his back against the end zone ends up finding Jarvis Landry up the seams for a huge gain up to the 34-yard line. Browns are really moving this ball right now, and I still am getting burned by Odell Beckham Jr. This time I put Gladney on him, and Beckham still burns him for his 2nd touchdown of the day. Odell's going to dance into the end zone. You know how I feel about people dancing into the end zone. Come on now. Come on. I don't know what we're doing wrong. We got to figure out something. Maybe we got to just go to like a cover, commit to a cover 4 because Odell is just burning us over top. Bad. We're on offense. We're going to run. We still have Alexander Madison in there. Sorry, I'm getting sick. I feel it. Not coronavirus. I just feel like I'm getting sick, and yeah, I'm not trying to snort in your all's ear and everything when you're listening to this video. But anyways, after a huge pickup there, I think that was Tajay Sharp who actually made that catch there. 1st and 10, we're going to hand the ball off to Alexander Madison, who gets the ball down to the 25-yard line, just a gain of 1. It's nothing to get too hype about. 2nd and 9, though. Kirk Cousins back to throw. This is something to get hype about. Ends up finding Justin Jefferson in the back of the end zone, and we have finally done it. Justin Jefferson at the end of this season will have superstar. Well, if we make it to the Super Bowl, he will have his superstar abilities there. But next season, Justin Jefferson will have superstar abilities. I'm so freaking hype about this, man. Anyways, still got a lot of work to do here in this game. Down 7. Needing to stop here on defense. We haven't been able to do much at all. We haven't really been able to stop Odell Beckham. And, we almost had a stop right there. Eric Kendricks read that play beautifully. Just dropped the interception. 3rd and 13. Baker Mayfield drops back to throw. Needing to make a play. Eric Kendricks is on Odell Beckham Jr. And he's, oh my gosh. Odell is just cooking the team. I put everybody on him. I put Gladney on him. I put Worms on him, which was a horrible mistake. I put Eric Kendricks on him, which I thought was a little bit better of a coverage, but it still wasn't because I had a deep half over top of it. But Odell just still burns us. 2nd and 6, 2-minute warning just hitting now. Baker Mayfield with the play action to Nick Chubb, and he's looking to throw deep to Pitts, and Pitts makes an amazing catch over Holton Hill. But, no, he doesn't make the catch. He ends up dropping it. Oh, my gosh, I thought he caught that. 3rd and 6, they're going to hand the ball to Nick Chubb, who picks up the 1st down for the moment. It's coming back for a holding from the Browns. 3rd and 14, let's try this again. Baker Mayfield's back to throw. You know we're all over top of Odell. We're not letting Odell beat us. Ends up causing a cover sack. Michael Pierce coming through, bringing down Baker Mayfield. The Browns were about to punt the ball, then I guess they decided to try attempt the field goal. Yeah, you should have just punted the ball, bro. That field goal was a little bit too far out of his kicker's range. I don't know. I can't remember what the name of his kicker was, but it is what it is. He ended up missing it. Justin Jefferson ends up making a beautiful play there on the bubble screen. I like that little move. Justin Jefferson, after he got his superstar abilities, he's like, he's still feeling a little hype. He's feeling himself right now. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, under 2 minutes left. We end up checking it down underneath to Dalvin Cook, who picks up a gain of 9 yards up to the 20-yard line. Running that jet sweep with Justin Jefferson. You know how dangerous he can be. Turns the corner, picks up the first down to the 14-yard line. Vikings are going to go ahead and use their second timeout of the day, or the first half. 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins looking to get in this end zone. Tries to get to his tight end, Irv Smith Jr., who drops the ball. 2nd and 10, we end up finding Adam Thielen down to the 6-yard line. Vikings don't want to use that final timeout just yet. We're going to call it hurry up offense. We're going to hand the ball off to Alexander Madison, who's able to fall forward, tries to stretch for the first down, just short. And we're just going to go ahead and let this clock tick down, call our final timeout with 2 seconds, and settle for a Dan Bailey field goal. So, I mean, I didn't really want to settle for the field goal. I might have tried something if Alexander Madison actually picked up that first down. I probably would have called my final timeout there, maybe taken one more shot into the end zone, because I think I would have had like 14 seconds left. But it didn't happen like that. I'm fine with it. I'll just go ahead and take my field goal there. Pray for a Vikings stop on defense here, and see if we can take the lead. So here we are, 1st and 10 in the second half. Baker Mayfield rolling out to his right, is being chased by Eric Kendricks, throws up a duck, and he doesn't get paid. He doesn't have to pay for that. Holden Hill had that one in his hands, and he just completely dropped it. I don't know what that penalty was. 1st and 10 after that, though. They hand the ball off to their workhorse, Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb gets a huge gain of 15 yards. We definitely don't want to see his X Factor blinking. Best believe that. On 1st and 10 after the Nick Chubb pickup, we end up drawing the penalty, or he ends up drawing the pass interference on Brian Cole. I thought that pass was just like so far away. Like, why would you even throw the flag there? Like, even if I didn't touch him, that was an overthrow. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have pressed square to try to swat the ball away. 1st and 10 though, inside the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield's hassled or harassed by Daniil Hunter. Ends up getting the sack fumble. I think that was Montez Sweat on the recovery. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. We're going to run the Wildcat of our own with Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin is off and running into the end zone. We're going to dance our way into there because Dalvin Cook just gave us the lead. And he really just etched his name into history. He did pass the number 1 guy, which was LaDainian Tomlinson, for touchdowns in the season. But there was another running back in the league that just completely shattered it. I think he ended with like 36 or 37 touchdowns. So technically, Dalvin Cook ends up finishing second in all-time rushing touchdowns in a season. So anyways, Browns' next possession after being down to just a field goal here. They're getting back to their old ways. Running the ball with Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb ends up breaking a big one off and running down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. He's into the end zone, and the Browns have taken the lead right back. I told you this game was going to be a battle of some running backs. Nick Chubb and Dalvin Cook are going toe-to-toe right now. I kind of want to give the edge to Nick Chubb, though, just because he's been featured a lot more than what Dalvin Cook has been. But when Dalvin Cook is in the game, he's making sure his name is known as he's breaking the ankle on 1st and 10 here, catching the ball out of the backfield. 2nd and 5 from the 32-yard line, ends up checking it out to another running back, Alexander Madison. And just think of it. I mean, if Dalvin Cook was in, if I wasn't trying to rest him for the playoffs, he would be, I'm pretty sure his numbers would be a lot better than what Nick Chubb's are. 1st and 10, Kirk Cousins ends up finding Adam Thielen on the sideline, picks up a huge gain all the way to the opposite 34-yard line, going right back to the Wildcat, we had a hole there with Dalvin Cook, just ended up tripping over his lineman after gaining 1 yard. 2nd and 9, Kirk Cousins back to throw again, ends up connecting with Alexander Madison out of the backfield, who looked like he picked up the first down for a second, but then he got that fall backwards animation, ends up falling back. 3rd and 2, we're going to hand the ball off to Alexander Madison again, and he picks up the first down for us. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, Kirk Cousins back throw, looking for Justin Jefferson, and he finds him in the corner of the end zone for his second touchdown of the day. Justin Jefferson, I can't wait to use these superstar abilities on him, man. Justin Jefferson is just amazing. Kirk Cousins on the other end, next year we're probably going to have to look for another quarterback, to be honest. Kirk Cousins, he's way too iffy. And then number two, I don't have any cap room with this team. Like, Kirk Cousins is making $32 million next year. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I got to get rid of this man. Anyways, second and 9. Browns trying to answer another Vikings touchdown that was put up on the board. Down 3. Baker Mayfield drops back to throw. Ends up finding Kareem Hunt on the out route. Makes the completion. Doesn't pick up the first down. Gets into a second and inches. And he ends up finding Jarvis Landry on that second and inches. Ends up burning Harrison Smith on a corner route. Picked up the first down up to the 42-yard line. Taywan Taylor ends up getting popped by Larry Hughes or Mike Hughes at the 29-yard line. Picks up the Browns first down. It's 1st and 10. We're going to send the house at him because we know he's going to run the ball. End up stopping Kareem Hunt in the backfield for a loss of 4. Eric Kendricks is now blinking. Ends up making a tackle on Hooper. Brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Browns. Baker Mayfield under pressure goes down again to Danielle Hunter, sacking him at the 27-yard line. And the Browns are going to go ahead and settle for a field goal right here. So not the best situation. I would have rather not put up any points, but it's better than a touchdown. Now Vikings with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to work here. Probably going to see us taking it easy a little bit. Try to look to chew a little bit more of this clock. If a deep shot does happen, I will take it. But in the end of things, I'm just trying to take this clock away because I'm kind of worried that I can't stop the Browns because Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb. 2nd and 9. Ends up getting a huge chunk play there to Justin Jefferson across the middle to the 44-yard line. Alexander Madison back in there at running back. Picks up only 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 46-yard line. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun is going to hand this one off to to Alexander Madison. I was trying to throw the bubble screen there, but it didn't register the handoff, and instead I ended up falling down with my running back, which is stupid. But it doesn't matter. We come back and pick up the first down anyways. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Running that jet sweep with Justin Jefferson. He's turning the corner and should have ran out of bounds, but I did not want to get hit stick fumbled. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Unfortunately, the clock stopped there. It's kind of messing up my plans. We end up putting Dalvin Cook back in there. Ends up getting a nice game. Dalvin Cook's had a decent game. 5 touches, 84 yards, and I think he has, one rushing touchdown and maybe even receiving touchdown. I'm not sure. But anyways, on 2nd down, Kirk Cousins ends up finding a wide open Adam Thielen down to the 5-yard line, letting this clock drip down, getting close to that 2-minute warning mark. We're going to hand the ball to Dalvin Cook. That's fine. Go ahead, tackle me there. But the Browns are going to try to call timeout to conserve as much time as possible. 2nd down, we're going to hand the ball to Dalvin Cook again. He gets tackled short. That's okay. Browns are going to use their 2nd timeout. Still trying to save time before that 2-minute warning. At this point, I don't think he should have done that. Me personally, I probably would have either tried to let my opponent score, or I would have just went ahead and used that 2-minute warning right there. But hey, your game, you do you, boo. Wow. 3rd and goal. Kirk Cousins rolling out to his left here and gets hit as he's throwing it. Ends up throwing an interception right to the Browns. Oh my gosh. Why? Why am I throwing the ball on the goal line? And why am I so horrible at editing? Why do you see me picking my play right now? I don't know. This is why you don't edit when you're sleepy. I was very sleepy while I was editing this, clearly. 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Browns are going to hand the ball to Kareem Hunt, who gets them off of their 1-yard line, but only by 4 yards up to the 5. 2nd and 6. The Browns are going to run hurry-up offense here. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun is going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt again, who's able to work his way all the way up to the 19-yard line. Browns are getting out of the shadow of their own goal line right here. And oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm still doing this. I'm horrible at editing, guys. Just leave a like, leave a prayer. Like if you don't understand how bad this is, I've been working my butt off trying to get these videos out here. As you see, I've been working through the wee hours in the morning because I clearly forgot to edit the rest of this video right here. And yeah, I don't know, but I guess it gets a little bit more intense. You guys get to see exactly what I'm doing in the game, so enjoy this maybe. 2nd and 4. They end up handing the ball off to not Kareem Hunt. That's Nick Chubb. Picks up a decent amount of yards, or picks up just the amount of yards that they need for the first down, up to the 29-yard line. But that clock is getting down to the dangerous territory. 46 seconds left here in the game. Browns are definitely going to need some kind of chunk plays here. They only have the 1 timeout. They're really going to have to start attacking these sidelines to see what they can do to get into field goal range at the least. Baker Mayfield looking to take that shot right away, ends up going for Jarvis Landry, but there he is again. Harrison Smith coming through when I need him. I'm still not going to re-sign you, Harrison Smith. You're still not coming back to the team next year. You're asking for too much money. But for the time being, you're doing exactly what I need you to do. 2nd and 10 here. Baker Mayfield back to throw, looking for Odell Beckham Jr. and just completely overthrows him. Baker Mayfield, that gunslinger, ends up missing a wide open Odell Beckham Jr. They could have used that chunk play right there. Now on 3rd and 10, they have no choice but to throw. Who's he going to go to? I'm anticipating he's going to Odell Beckham Jr., who has 2 touchdowns on the day already, who's been carving up my defense like crazy, and he is going for Tyrod Taylor, and I read it perfectly with Eric Kendricks getting the interception. 23 seconds left. Vikings still have 3 timeouts. All we need is a field goal to win. All we need is a field goal. Let's see if we can get in field goal range. Just as long as Kirk Cousins is on point with his throwing, because we can run the ball, but we can't run the ball that much. We're going to have to put this ball in the air to get into field goal range. We need about 15, maybe 20 yards. I say 25 to be safe. And oh my gosh, we end up finding a blinking Adam Thielen across the middle. That double me probably saved me on that one, because that should have been a pick. Adam Thielen able to make the catch at the 27-yard line. We're already in field goal range now. At this point, it's just lining it up perfectly for Dan Bailey to come in and kick the game-winning field goal. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Oh, we're still throwing the ball. Probably a mistake here, but we end up finding our guy, Dalvin Cook, who gets the 1st down all the way down to the 13-yard line. 1st down's not important. It's just lining this kick up. We're going to call our 1st timeout with 6 seconds left here. And we're going to go ahead and call on Dan Bailey, have him come on through for this field goal. I'm sure the Browns are going to call their field goal block like they should, and they should try to ice us with that final timeout. I don't know if the double ice works. Like, if he ices me with this, and then like if I come out in field goal, if he ices me, if I call my final timeout, would I not be iced, or would I just have iced myself? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out here if I do it. Browns end up calling their timeout just like expected, but it's all good. We're going to come right back out in field goal, have Dan Bailey set this one up. You passed field goal, bro. What are you doing? Oh. See, this is me. This is Madden IQ. I end up calling the spike right here because I don't want Dan Bailey to be iced. And now, when I come out in field goal, he shouldn't be iced. It should just be a normal kick. So, Dan Bailey from 30 yards. We'll see if he can send the Vikings into the playoffs. Oh, well, we're already in the playoffs. But if he can send us on our way with a win, looks like it doesn't matter. It's going to be an ice kick anyways. Dan Bailey's kick is going to be up, or it's not accurate, but it's still good. And the Vikings are going to win this game and move on to what? 14-2, I believe. Yeah, 14-2 on the season. Really good game here against the Browns. 2 seconds left here in the game. I'm not putting this ball deep. I'm going to end up squibbing it. Gosh, I'm horrible at editing. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, because I thought I was done with this, but clearly I wasn't. Like, I don't know where my headspace is at right now. Like I said, I've just been really tired. We're going to end up squibbing this one, though. Browns are going to try something, pitch back, but it doesn't. At the end of things, it didn't amount to anything. That's going to be the end of the game. Vikings ended up winning the game 34-31. Very good game. Very good matchup against the Browns user. It was a tough game. Probably the toughest game of the year that I've played with these Vikings. But leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Please write a comment or RIP, a prayer or something for my horrible editing. Please forgive that. And I will catch you guys in the next Vikings franchise gameplay. We will be in the playoffs, man. It's playoff season. I'll catch you guys later.
They'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Browns, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them.